Today I'm going to show you one of the best footwork drills for defenders. This is specifically for ex-defenders but translates all over the field. This drill goes into the category of situational footwork. It means a footwork drill that replicates an in-game situation. These are extremely undervalued and all players who take the time to do them will grow. The last variation of this drill is one of my favorites, so make sure to stick around for it. In this specific situational footwork drill, we'll be using the back of the cage. Set up a cone or just a landmark about 6 to 7 yards behind the cage. This cone will simulate an attackman that you'd be guarding. In the first progression of the drill, you're going to come from above the cage and break down at the cone. Remember to stay at a similar level throughout the entire approach and come with an upright posture. Once you approach the cone, come into a back pedal and break to one side. The important thing here is you're getting a feel for how far behind the cage you are. Try and break right at the back of the cage and cut through the crease. This will give you the best angle and a coverage. As you approach goal line extended, flip your hips and close out. The more you do this, the better your instinct will be behind the cage and you'll sense how far you are from the goal and goal line extended. The next progression allows you to work on navigating the back of the cage. For this progression, we're going to continue with the same approach and back pedal as before. This time though, you're going to break open to one side of the cage and then cut back to the other side. This simulates when your dodger rolls back at X. When you cut back, you'll have to navigate the back of the cage. Then on the other side, practice closing out. There are limitless variations you can apply to this. You can cut back multiple times or break open far one side and then short to the other side. The biggest thing is you're going to get comfortable navigating the back of the cage. If you want more drills like this, check out the Agility Blueprint in the description. It's a weekly lacrosse training plan containing every single drill you could think of. All you have to do is follow the drills and watch as you dominate as a player. Get yours now at the link in the description. Here's the last progression of this drill. Line up at one corner of the field. This simulates an end line play from an attackman. Again, approach and come into a back pedal. After a few steps, break your hips open and run towards the back of the cage. You want to be coming at the cage at full speed to reenact a game situation. Navigate the back of the cage and close out on the other side. Another modification of this is cutting back right before you hit the end of the cage. This simulates if you're running with your man and a pick comes and he cuts back at the pick. Again, there's all sorts of modifications. The goal is for you to be playing around with this and get comfortable at high speed situations behind the cage. We want it to be that when we get into a game, we're as comfortable as we could be. If you do it well when you're by yourself, you will do it well in a game. This is why situational footwork drills are so important to be practicing. Keep in mind, you don't have to follow these drills exactly. I found these extremely effective, but the key is working with the cage or working in a certain area of the field. We want to be simulating in-game situations. We don't want to be mindlessly going through cones or ladders. By practicing with the cage, you gain a level of comfort higher than just working with those cones and ladders. There's a time and a place for agility footwork, but situational footwork is extremely undervalued, and I guarantee you, you're not doing enough of it. Get creative and continue to reenact game situations. An example of this would be setting up a trash can at different parts of the field and acting like it's a pick. Or just approaching different areas of the field, finding certain spots that you're not comfortable in and working with them. If you want more drills like this or ideas on how you can be creative with your situational footwork, the Agility Blueprint is full of just that. Every drill you can think of is in there and it's all laid out in this weekly plan, so all you have to do, show up to the field, look at the drills, do them, and watch as you become a great player. Get yours at the link in the description, and thank you so much for watching.